Yo, what's going on guys, it's Cynical and welcome back to another video. Today for you guys, we're going to be talking about Sora for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. My god, I am still in absolute shock and awe, and I can't even fathom the fact that I've just literally said that sentence. But I did, because it's very real. Sora is coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on October 18th, as the very final fighter for the game. We have spent so many years since Smash 4 way back on the Wii U and the DLC fighter announcement drops for that game, clamoring and hoping that Sora will eventually, one day, hopefully, become a fighter. And of course, seeing Cloud getting revealed as a fighter for Smash 4 was sort of the closest thing we got. We then of course got Sephiroth in Fighter Pack 2 for Ultimate, which was another good thing to see, but then a lot of people were kind of coming together and saying, well, because Sephiroth's in there, that's yet another Square Enix rep. Highly doubt if Sora's going to get in now. And lo and behold, no, the boy made it. And what was even crazier to find out is Sakurai said himself that Sora, out of any other fighter throughout Smash Bros. History, has been the most requested, and that in itself just goes to show the power of the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Now, I know you guys are probably thinking, Cynical, whereabouts is your reaction to this boy finally getting his invitation into what is the most iconic fighting game of all time? And I am so terribly sorry and disappointed to announce to you guys that unfortunately, while yes, I did catch the reveal of Sora for Smash live early last night for me in my country, it was about 3 AM when this was all happening, and I was in a place where unfortunately I just couldn't record my reaction, so I wasn't able to, but I also didn't want to miss the reveal of The Last Fighter Live either, so that really sucks. I apologize so much. It annoys me only because this is probably one of the most momentous moments in Kingdom Hearts history, I would say, aside from the reveal of Kingdom Hearts 3. It's basically to the same degree. As I said, Smash is one of the most iconic fighting games of all time, and Sora has finally made it in. So yeah, that really does suck. You guys can only imagine how I was reacting, basically, when this was announced to us. Anyway, in this video, I wanted to talk about everything that we saw to do with Sora in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, talk about his moveset, talk about the stages, the outfits, and everything to do with the character package, as we are not too far away from release. So first things first, let's talk about the reveal trailer for Sora. I personally thought it was perfect in absolutely every sense, for both the idea of this being the final fighter trailer for Ultimate, as well as serving for a good reveal trailer for that of Sora. The setting where the trailer takes place is that exact same dark setting, with of course the massive Smash Ball engulfed in flames that we saw for the very first initial reveal trailer for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, where they also revealed as well the Octoling from Splatoon. So I think it kind of brings things full circle, having this final fighter trailer in the exact same environment or space that the initial reveal trailer took place in. I have to say too, the way that Nintendo executed this trailer first, how they've done with multiple other fighter trailers, was perfect in the ways of not actually really knowing exactly what this could be in any sense until it actually happens, like stuff to do with the character is actually happening. But for the first portion of the trailer, I was sitting there confused. Like most people, I was kind of thinking that it was Dark Souls. And I think that in itself would have absolutely blown people's minds, while I know that a lot of people would have been absolutely devastated. I mean, you can't always please absolutely everyone when it comes to these fighter reveals. Dark Souls would have definitely have been an interesting pick, and I just thought because it was in that dark setting, we had the flame there in the darkness, definitely got me thinking of the whole bonfire thing, and of course with Dark Souls now being on Nintendo Switch, it's a total possibility. But no, it turns out that Mario grabs the flame, and that flame is in fact a Keyblade, then throws the Keyblade, and Sora comes flying out of a keyhole. But if you probably think about the themes of Kingdom Hearts and then how the reveal trailer was actually executed, it totally makes a lot of sense. The characters are in a very dark environment, and the only light source in that environment is obviously the engulfed in flame Smash Ball, right? that light then goes out and all of the characters then become their sort of like amiibo figurine versions of themselves, right? Almost soulless, as there is no more light. However though, there is one little glimpse of light in the distance that Mario walks towards, and that light is of course the Keyblade. This got me thinking of the quote that Sora says, I believe in Kingdom Hearts 1 when talking to Ansem at the end of the game, mentioning that deep down there is a light that never goes out in the deepest darknesses, and that is spot on here. And my god, does Sora look so good in Smash. This is his model obviously within the CG reveal trailer, looking very reminiscent of the CG cutscenes that we see in the Kingdom Hearts games. He's looking absolutely on point, and of course this is his Kingdom Hearts 1 rendition, but even the actual in-game model looks fantastic. They did so much justice to keep the look of Sora authentic. As I said, the rendition of Sora in Smash is the Kingdom Hearts 1 version of Sora, and to me this makes the most sense because it's the version of Sora that essentially started it all. Of course, I was hoping that we would get maybe the slightly older version of Sora, the 15-year-old version of Sora from Kingdom Hearts 2, as an alternate costume for the character, but unfortunately not. The model for the alternate costumes for Sora is Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora, but we do have alternate outfits that do, of course, represent the different versions of Sora throughout the different Kingdom Hearts games. We have the classic Kingdom Hearts 2 outfit, the Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance outfit, the Kingdom Hearts 3 outfit. We've also got a Timeless River outfit, which is fantastic. There is also the Wisdom Form and Valor Form Dry Form outfits from Kingdom Hearts 2, as well as the Ultimate Form outfit from Kingdom Hearts 3. So yeah, I think that the alternate outfits and color schemes for Sora are absolutely fantastic. They're on point and they make sense, representing the different various outfits from throughout the series. It looks very interesting seeing Kingdom Hearts 1 younger Sora wearing the older version Sora outfits. They kind of work really well, to be honest. Now, we received 2 stages for Sora, Hollow Bastion as well as Dive to the Heart, and personally I think these are the 2 picks that make the most sense. There's obviously a lot of different locations throughout Kingdom Hearts. These are mainly Disney locations, but you would expect that, of course, for Sora in Smash, they would end up using Kingdom Hearts original worlds as the actual stages. I've seen a lot of people saying that, like, the Keyblade Graveyard should be here, or Destiny Islands, and while I agree, these are iconic and important places from the games, Dive to the Heart and Hollow Bastion make the most sense. Especially Hollow Bastion, there's been a lot of screen time surrounding that world throughout the games. And Dive to the Heart, we know, is very important as well. Now, one thing you will notice, though, specifically about the Dive to the Heart stage is, of course, in the background, we have the stained glass representing different characters. And on the design of the stained glass, as we come to know in Kingdom Hearts, generally for like a lot of the different characters, if they've got a connection to the Disney characters, then that specific Disney character or characters will be on the stained glass, right? So these Disney characters, for the likes of like Sora and Riku, we don't see Donald, Goofy, or Mickey. In fact, there is no Disney representation within Smash with the Sora pack at all, aside from the obvious, which is the Keyblade with the keychain. Now, what we absolutely do know and what is confirmed is, yes, Kingdom Hearts is owned by Disney. While it is developed by Square Enix, the IP is owned by Disney. This is hence the reason why Disney is now within the copyright information for the different companies that are listed when you now boot up Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, because they own Sora, so they are naturally there. This of course means that Nintendo would have had to have gotten in contact with Disney and compile some kind of an agreement or contract in order to get Sora within Smash. What this seems like, though, is the contract would have been extremely tight, just considering that there is no Disney representation anywhere. Even within the Spirit section for Ultimate, it's all just original Kingdom Hearts characters like Aqua, Ventus, Terra, Riku, etc., and no Disney characters whatsoever. This kind of means that, like, for the likes of the contract here between Nintendo and Disney, I would say It was very specific in the sense of no use of any Disney characters. As we know in the past, Square Enix have tried to create a Dissidia Kingdom Hearts game. The very first Dissidia was meant to be Kingdom Hearts, but Disney turned around and denied the idea of the project because they didn't want their characters being involved in a fighting game. It makes me think the same mentality could possibly be going on here. While I'm definitely all for Sora being able to stand on his 2 feet without the use of any Disney characters like Donald, Goofy, or Mickey in order to represent the Kingdom Hearts franchise, it does seem a little bit awkward when you do see stages like Dive to the Heart where the Disney character representation has been deliberately ripped out. Blatantly, it does feel a little bit awkward. So I would love to know what was put onto that contract, what was stated, what Nintendo could and couldn't do, because I would say it was very, very strict. Nonetheless though, the stages look absolutely fantastic. I love how the Dive to the Heart stage cycles between all of the stained glasses, representing the different important characters from throughout the series. Very, very nice picks. I'm happy with the stages. Now let's take a look at Sora's moveset. I want to say quickly, I am not an MLG pro at this game, so I'm not going to be doing an ultimate Sherlock Holmes Super Smash Bros. Fighter analysis by any means, but I thought we would take a look at the moveset only because I'd be most interested towards this if Sora were to ever get into Smash, only because Sora is very versatile. His arsenal in the ways of how many abilities and special moves this boy can utilize has been getting to a point of almost limitless over the course of time. And I always thought, how would Sakurai and the team create a Sora fighter? And if they did, like, what sort of moves would they use? So it's more of a base Sora that we have here in Ultimate, being able to utilize a lot of his iconic moves like Sonic Blade, for instance, but we don't have crazy stuff like Flow Motion or Dry Forms or Shot Locks or Summons or any of that crazy stuff. It is just base Sora that we come to expect from something like Kingdom Hearts 1. First things first, Sora's neutral attacks come with a 3-hit combo mechanic. This means that if you either repeatedly press A or hold down A, Sora will perform 3 consecutive attacks. This can be used on the ground or in mid-air, and what I like about this is it stays true to the gameplay that's found in Kingdom Hearts, with the gameplay being an action RPG and with the use of things like combo modifiers to increase the amount of combos you're able to perform. The whole combo system is a massive integral part of Kingdom Hearts' gameplay, so it's nice to see that integrated into Sora's neutral attacks. What's neat about the 3-hit combo thing for Sora's neutral attacks is that you can actually cancel out the combo at any time, performing 1, 2, or 3 consecutive hits. And depending on if you stop the combo after 1 hit, 2 hits, or 3 hits, the launch damage towards your opponent will differ. Sora's up tilt is when Sora spins the Keyblade above him. It kind of reminds me of Sora's victory fanfare that we see after he finishes an Olympus Coliseum fight, or maybe something like Chain Rave. The effect of this attack looks very reminiscent to something like Pit's up tilt attack. Sora's side smash attack is just a simple swing of the Keyblade, but a hard hitting one at that. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Muscle Strike, an ability from Kingdom Hearts Recoded. I cannot even begin to describe how satisfying it's going to be able to play as a 14-year-old boy and absolutely yeet Mario off into the abyss. Using this attack. I cannot wait. Sora's down air attack is Hurricane Blast, so nice to see that this is returned too. Sora's up B is known as Aerial Sweep, of course from Kingdom Hearts, which totally makes sense, but seeing how Sakurai performs Aerial Sweep mixed in with like the up tilt as well as the aerial neutral 3-hit combos, Sora is going to be definitely a fighter that is suited towards juggling, and I can only imagine how many filthy clips of Sora doing some insane juggling, especially with the magic mixed in, is going to be ridiculous. But Sora definitely looks like a juggler type. Sora's side B is Sonic Blade. Good to see that Sonic Blade is back and totally makes sense for Sora's side B. This thing is going to be absolutely broken and will be super, super good in the ways of recovery mixed in with aerial sweep. Sora is going to have one insane recovery. But what's cool about Sonic Blade is you can use it 3 times within one succession. Now, for the very first Sonic Blade that you use, it will only take you left or right, but for the next 2 follow-up Sonic Blades, you are able to zip in any direction you want, meaning that, yeah, this is going to be another insane way to recover as Sora. The speed and distance, though, of each follow-up Sonic Blade after the very first one, yeah, that's reduced, so do keep that in mind. But as it's shown to us in the gameplay demonstration, this is going to be useful for a number of different things, including faking falls, recoveries, or just avoidance as a whole. What's even more insane about Sonic Blade, though, is that it can in fact lock on to your opponent, even with the actual proper Kingdom Hearts lock-on reticle that pops up over the opponent. I think that's such a nice touch. Sora's special B attack is magic, so of course, magic has to be part of Sora in some shape or form, right? And it is here, so this is Sora's special. We can use Fire, Thunder, and Blizzard, and each time you use a B special, it will rotate to the next magic. The order of the magic is Fire, Thunder, and Blizzard. You're able to use the magics as much as you want. There's no inbuilt MP bar mechanic or anything like that, and you're able to spam, let's say, something like Fire as much as you want until you stop pressing B, or of course you are interrupted. Fire works just as you'd expect fire to work. It's a massive flame ball projectile of death. Make sure not to get hit by this one. The next one is Thunder, where Sora summons forward 3 pillars of lightning towards his opponent. Sort of reminds me a little bit of Thunder Tracer from Recoded. And then of course we have Blizzard, which yes, does actually freeze your enemies. Those are the only magics that Sora can utilize in Smash. However though, there are 3 other magics that did end up making the cut, but they are not attacks, they are simply just taunts. This is Stop, Cure, as well as Arrow. And Sora's down special is a counterattack. Absolutely perfect. I was hoping that Sora's down special would be a counterattack, and we do in fact have one here. Sora's final smash is absolutely on brand. Sora summons forth a keyhole portal to send his enemies into what I am assuming is the realm of darkness. He then shoves his enemies beyond a door, which again I'm assuming is the door to darkness, and seals them behind it with a massive explosion. I don't know about this explosion thing that happens. It looks a little bit too aggressive for someone like Sora, but anyway, it looks cool nonetheless. And what I especially like is the door that I'm assuming is meant to be the door to darkness has the Smash symbol on it. Really, really cool. Of course, the opponents in this scenario are both Cloud and Sephiroth. We can finally have the fated Cloud, Sora, and Sephiroth fight. It's crazy to think that Super Smash Bros. Has a Sora, Cloud, and Sephiroth fight now, and Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't get one at all. What's up with that, Square Enix, huh? What's up with that? Mario has a Sephiroth fight, Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't! Also, what is possibly the greatest little attention to detail that is here for Sora is that for when you get a victory playing as Sora, it goes all slow motion and it has the slow motion sound effect thing as if when you do win a scenario in Kingdom Hearts, you know how it goes all slow motion, sound effects go on and like it looks all trippy. That happens here in Smash, which I'm like, this is madness. I was absolutely nerdgasming over just the idea of the lock-on reticle being in here, but they put the slow motion victory effect thingy. Kudos to the chefs. But yeah, Sora's moveset is looking really, really good. A good representation of who Sora is in a base form from at least Kingdom Hearts 1. And to be fair, I don't think we need all the flashy, crazy stuff that we have with current Sora in Kingdom Hearts 3. That'd probably be a little bit too much, though it is still a bit confusing as to why we haven't seen maybe like Strike Raid or RSR Cannon or Ragnarok, but then when you start to compile all of these unique different Sora moves, there's just too many to add into the quota. So what we have here is really, really good. There will be 9 songs added to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate from Kingdom Hearts. All of these picks are pretty good. They do make sense. I'm a little bit disappointed to see that Fate of the Unknown, yes, I know, I'm literally saying these words, but Fate of the Unknown and Busting It Up on the Beach aren't in here. I absolutely guarantee that if Kingdom Hearts were to ever come to Smash, those songs get added, but a nice track list nonetheless. What is actually really cool is, you might be thinking it's a bit strange that Dearly Beloved isn't in here. It's the most iconic Kingdom Hearts track of all time, right? Well, it kind of technically is. If you have Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory save data on your Nintendo Switch, then you will unlock Dearly Beloved Swing version in Super Smash Bros. So that right there, guys, is Sora in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I think that Sakurai and the team have done absolutely so much justice for Sora in Smash, more so than I think I was actually expecting. And again, it's just hard to believe that we're here and this is actually real. What an absolutely fantastic way of wrapping up Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And the reason why I say that is not just because Sora is such an iconic video game character, but only because now we know that the proof is in the pudding that Sora was the most requested fighter to get into Smash throughout Smash history. So I think that for the final fighter, it should be something like that. It should be a fighter that has been so highly requested. Even throughout the fighter passes for Ultimate, there have been a lot of fighters that have been added that have been so highly wanted and anticipated over the years of Smash's history, and seeing them get added is awesome. But it makes total sense that for the final, it should be the most requested. And I'm still in absolute awe to know that that most requested fighter was Sora from Kingdom Hearts. However, guys, that is all for today. Please in the comment section down below, do leave your thoughts and opinions towards this. I'm ecstatic, and of course, I will be playing this pack for when it does drop come October 18th. Of course, we will be doing some content surrounding it. However, guys, I'm cynical. Hopefully having a fantastic day, and I'll catch you dudes in the next one. Peace.